Hello, my beautiful family. Welcome back to Spiritual Bloom, where we bloom within our consciousness, with your spiritual guide and twin flame coach Neha. Today, we are pulling back the heavy velvet curtain of the 3D matrix to look directly into the beating heart of the most intense spiritual warfare you will ever experience. That is the twin flame silent treatment and the energy war. If your phone has been dead, silent for weeks, months, or even years, if you are blocked on every platform, frozen out, and left to wonder if they even remember your name, I want you to take a deep breath. Drop your shoulders away from your ears. What you are experiencing right now is not actually abandonment. It is a cosmic intervention. Today, we are going to break down the mechanics of the silence, expose the hidden ego games, and reveal the truth about who is actually winning this separation phase. Now, the 3D illusion that the ego thinks separation is a game of survival. When the silent treatment drops, the human mind instantly panics. It views the connection through a lens of lack, fear, and competition. We turn a sacred divine evolution into a toxic high school popularity contest. The ego's scorecard in the physical dimension, the ego constantly looks for validation, like who looks more happier, who craved and texted first. So, if they are ignoring you, your ego screams that you are losing in this journey. So, many of us fall into the trap of believing that whoever has the power to block or shut the door is the one in control in this journey. But in twin flame dynamic, 3D control is an absolute illusion. You have to remember the fundamental rule of this journey, that is the shared blueprint. You are two bodies, but you share one soul consciousness. When your twin flame puts up a wall of silence, they are essentially trying to lock a part of themselves in a closet. You cannot win a war against your own reflection without bleeding. Now, why the 5D is a war zone in such a silent treatment or separation phase? Now, while the 3D world looks like a ghost town, like no messages, no phone calls, no communication, and total isolation, the 5D astral plane is practically humming with high voltage electricity. That means the background work is being done in the 5D, though nothing may be visible in the 3D. When physical communication is severed, the universe automatically reroutes your connection to the inner planes. This is why you might experience sudden, unexplainable physical sensations, your heart chakra fluttering, random waves of grief, crying, or waking up at midnight thinking about them. Now, these are telepathic back channels, which is happening because things are moving in the 5D astral plane. Now, in this process, there is a tug of war. Every time you obsess, check their social media, or project desperate, anxious energy towards them, you pull on the invisible cord connecting your solar plexus to theirs. And in such situations, to the runner, who is already terrified and overwhelmed, your anxious, energetic pulling feels like a physical weight on their chest, and it causes them to pull back harder and extend the silence, mistaking your fear for pressure. Now, what goes inside the runner's mind? What is the true cost of silence in this phase? Like, why do they do it? Why does the twin use the silent treatment as their primary weapon? It is vital to understand that this behavior is rarely malicious. It is a trauma response. As we all know that the souls are ultimate mirrors. A twin flame reflects every single unhealed wound, fear of vulnerability, and shadow aspect a person possesses. When the connection reaches a fever pitch, the runner's nervous system goes into absolute fight or flight mode. So they go into synthetic numbness. By choosing silence, the runner believes that they are protecting themselves. They throw themselves into work, distractions, or even false karmic connections to numb the pain. And here, the karmic interest rate increases. So, the silence in their case does not mean peace. It means suppression. While they might look fine on the outside, their soul is actually starving. And the universe collects karmic interest on avoided lessons when they try to avoid their lessons. That is how they increase the karmic interest rate. Meaning, the runner is internally experiencing a quiet existential torture while they try to run from you. They might look very calm and composed from the outside, but they are battling a different war within. Now, who is actually winning in this separation phase? Who wins in this phase? In a twin flame union, there are no winners and losers in the traditional sense. There is only mutual awakening. However, the person who wins the separation phase is the one who transforms the pain into total self-mastery and ascends himself. Now, in this case, what is the hidden advantage for the chaser? At the beginning of separation, the chaser feels like they are losing everything. But here is the profound irony. Separation is an unfair spiritual advantage for the chaser. And why am I saying that? Because you are forced to sit with the agony. You are forced to evolve. You clear your chakras, you heal your attachment wounds. You establish fierce boundaries and rediscover your individual power and authentic self. And in this moment, the table flips. The moment you stop waiting for them, stop checking on them, and fall wildly in love with your own life, the entire energetic matrix flips. And the runner loses the supply. When the chaser withdraws, their anxious energy becomes completely sovereign. The runner loses the energetic cushion they relied on. Suddenly, the silence they created feels deafening to them. The ego-driven security blanket vanishes, and the panic of losing you permanently begins to set in. Now, what is the essential blueprint that we have to learn in this phase? How to master the silence and win your peace. If you really want to break the cycle of this energetic war, you have to change the rules of engagement entirely. You stop fighting the silence and you start utilizing it. Now, the radical acceptance of what is actually you have to stop fighting the reality and accepting the silence as a divine container designed to force your own growth. In that way, you drop the rope in the energetic tug of war. You channel your fire within. You take that intense, fiery twin flame energy and redirect it towards your personal mission. You pour it into your career, creative projects, art, physical health, and self-care. And it becomes so radiant that your own vibration heals you. You start holding space without expectations. If you choose to send them love, send it unconditionally from your higher self, demanding no text in return, requiring no validation, and expecting nothing from the 3D world. And honor the no contact boundary. You need to protect your auric field fiercely. Deny your ego the dopamine hit of checking up on them. Every time you resist the urge to look, you reclaim a piece of your own sovereign power. Now, what happens after all this is the ultimate homecoming, when you move beyond the game. Remember this, my soul family, that the silent treatment is not a punishment. It is a sacred crucible. It is the fire burning away the codependency so that when you do eventually reunite, you meet not as two traumatized, needy halves, but as two fully realized, empowered sovereigns. You don't need them to break the silence to be whole. You are already whole, complete, and deep worthy of unconditional love right now. So never doubt that just because you are going through a separation or silence phase in your journey. So if you like this episode, do like, share, subscribe and comment. For any kind of personal guidance, you can WhatsApp or email me. My contact details have been given in the description box. Thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you again in another episode.